On behalf of everyone at Air Force School Vimannagar, I welcome two eminent personalities from the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Dr. Aniket Kokate and Dr. Animesh Kokate. They are both playing a major role in the present pandemic, and they have come to educate us about the role of government in health. So I request Dr. Aniket Kokate to kindly start about the role of government in health.
Good morning. We can think of health in many ways. Health means our ability to remain free of illness and injuries. To remain free of illness and injuries, we need hospitals, ambulances, laboratories, etc. To maintain all these, we need healthcare workers, qualified doctors, and other health professionals. The public health infrastructure is a set of hospitals and other healthcare linked together to cover both urban and rural areas. It provides treatment to all kinds of problems, from common illness to specialized services. It is called public because it is funded from our taxes and anyone can access it.
Thank you, Dr. Aniket. Now I'll request Dr. Animesh to tell us something about the other functions of the public health infrastructure.
One of the important functions of public health infrastructure is prevention of spread of diseases like diarrhea, malaria and chikungunya. How do we do this? We know that these diseases are spread due to poor hygiene and sanitation. Lack of sanitation has been recognized as a major problem in India. Even after 67 years of India's independence, in 2014, around 10 crore households in villages and about 1 crore households in cities in India were without a toilet, and about half the country's population still practiced open defecation. So, with the aim of improving hygiene and sanitation, the government launched Swachh Bharat Abhiyan on 2nd October 2014 at Rajghat, New Delhi, under the guidance of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The objective of the mission included eradication of manual scavenging, generating awareness and bringing behavior change regarding sanitation practices. This campaign had many famous personalities like Sachin Tendulkar, Baba Ramdev, Salman Khan and Shah Rukh Khan participating and creating awareness amongst people. The campaign was met with a huge response from all parts of India, with involvement of everyone from small children to adults, changing their outlook towards cleanliness. The contribution of citizens got a boost by the initiatives of the local bodies like municipal corporation, railways, schools, several NGOs and even private companies coming forward to clean their surroundings. Many states have undertaken various activities such as construction of waste collection centers, installation of biogas plants and dustbin at public spaces. The film Toilet Ek Prem Katha starring Akshay Kumar was based on this campaign. The government provides subsidy for construction of nearly 110 million toilets between 2014 and 2019. The success of this campaign can be seen by the fact that the household access to toilets, which was just over 40% in 2014, has now reached almost 100% by 2020. Several states in India have achieved open defecation-free status by this campaign. With improved sanitation, diarrhea cases have reduced significantly in many states like Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal and Bihar. Similarly, improvements are evident in malaria and stillbirths. Now, government is in the process of coordinating with states to ensure cleanliness of rivers and proper sewage treatment. As a part of this initiative, on 16 December 2018, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated two sewage infrastructure projects under Namami Gange project in Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh. We must try to maintain this initiative to create a clean, healthy and beautiful Bharat for us and future generations to inherit, which will be a real tribute to Father of the Nation.
Thank you, Dr. Animesh, for that insight on Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Our school, Air Force School Vimannagar, has also participated in Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, and you can see it all around you. Now I'll request Dr. Aniket Kokate to tell us something about vaccination. We know that the vaccination drive of COVID-19 is going on in this country. So, could you tell us something about successful vaccination drives in our country in the past?
That is a very good question. An example of a successful vaccination drive in India is the Pulse Polio program. The Pulse Polio program was started in 1995 and was conducted twice in early part of each year. The objective of the Pulse Polio initiative was 100% coverage on oral polio vaccine. Over 170 million children were vaccinated and children at the age of 0 to 5 were administered polio drops. But there were many difficulties in this campaign. For instance, in other countries, a child required only 3 doses of the vaccine, but in India, most children required 9 to 10 doses. Also, there were many rumors spreading around like the vaccine did not work and that it was made out of pig fat. But there was a lot of support too. Many actors such as Amitabh Bachchan have spread the awareness about Pulse Polio campaign through ads, TV shows, etc. With this support and a lot of effort, polio was finally eradicated in 2011. India has also eradicated smallpox. The World Health Organization was on record to show how tremendously successful India was in eradicating diseases.
Thank you, Dr. Aniket, for that insight on the vaccination drive of polio. And I'm sure that the vaccination drive of COVID is going to be a great success. And in conclusion, I'll request Dr. Animesh to sum up with telling us about the expectations of the government from the citizens of this country.
So from these examples, we can conclude that India has made a lot of advancements in the healthcare sector. With such involvement, many diseases have been eradicated. If we show the same amount of support to the government during COVID-19, then it will be eradicated soon. We should stay home and stay safe and follow all the instructions of the government. Dhanyawad.
Thank you, doctors.